Hello, fellow PFOA officials, and welcome to another quick tip. This is quick tip number 3, brought to you by the PFOA Rules and Mechanics Committee. This week, we're going to talk about the RPO or run pass option, an offense that we see more and more of, and how to best officiate that. So, before we get into a few clips, let's talk a little bit about what is the RPO and what we can do as a crew. So, the RPO or run pass option it's an offensive scheme that takes advantage of open areas or weakness in the defense, and it's a last second decision by a quarterback. So they'll either hand the ball off, throw a quick pass to a receiver, or sometimes they'll keep the ball and run it themselves. And we see this more and more at the college and high school level. It can pose some difficulty for us as officials in officiating this play. So, um, again, furthermore, what's the RPO? So all plays start as a run. We're taught to read whether or not the line is run blocking or pass blocking. And what makes the RPO somewhat difficult is all plays start as a run. So offensive line is generally run blocking. Quarterback is most commonly in the shotgun formation, but they can be under the snapper. The running back is committing to the run. And you oftentimes see the quarterback and the running back have that mesh point where they're making that decision. And wide receivers are typically running quick, short routes that if the ball is handed off, they'll look to block. So some of the common fouls that we would see on a play like this would be ineligibles downfield who believe they're going to be run blocking and perhaps the pass isn't immediate. And then sometimes we get defensive holding on eligible receivers because, again, they're reading run as well. So officials' responsibilities. So oftentimes the referee and center judge will be the first to recognize the RPO due to the quarterback responsibilities. If we're using a traditional umpire, they may be able to aid from that deeper position. Wings, you're going to be observing run blocking. And again, we're asking wings to hold the line of scrimmage as long as possible. Of course, if this becomes a run, by all means, just trail the play as we always have been. There's no need to hold the line of scrimmage at that point. If the quarterback does decide to pull the ball out and pass, then we need to quickly shift our focus to receivers. And these oftentimes become bang bang plays, and we're going to see a clip of this. So this does become a difficult play to officiate. So if you are a wing and the ball goes away from you, you're going to be responsible for ineligibles primarily. If the play is going away from you, you don't have a lot to look for otherwise. And so you want to look for ineligibles to make sure they're not more than 2 yards downfield if there is a pass thrown. And remember, it's where they are at when the pass is thrown, not when it's caught. You can help with pass behind or beyond the line of scrimmage. Of course, this year we are asking that the primary wing is the pass the ball is going towards, but you can be a crew saver here. And so you do need to take note of whether or not that pass is behind or beyond, or if the passer is behind or beyond. Now, if the play is coming towards you, again, you're going to be punching if the pass is behind the line of scrimmage. And then if the receiver is thrown to you in your area, you're responsible for them. Or if the quarterback or runner gets to you, of course, then you're going to have runner responsibility. Back judge, this is a very quick play. So you want to look for tendencies, look to see what potential advantages the defense is presenting to the offense. So what's their depth, what's their width, and then you're going to be primary to look for rules on defensive holding or other restrictions the wings may have missed. There could definitely be potential for pass interference if the pass is thrown beyond the line of scrimmage. So best ways to prepare for this, review game film for tendencies. So review huddle, look for the games that you're officiating, the teams that are participating, and see what kind of offense they're running. If you do have a game in which a team heavily uses the RPO, share that information with your fellow officials and future crews, and then make it part of your pregame discussion. So with that said, let's take a look at a handful of clips here. And as we mentioned before, all RPO plays start with a run. So we're going to notice here where the quarterback, this is going to be an RPO play, and they're going to run. Let's pause it here real quick. And what we're going to see is we're going to have a receiver here running a route. We have a receiver here running a route. We have a receiver here running a route. We have the running back coming out here. And so they're all looking for this, but we get a handoff. Now, right here, we have a lineman that's more than 2 yards downfield. So had this been a pass, would we have caught this? So again, wings, you're primary on this. This is going to be very difficult for the back judge to catch. So wings, you'd be primary on this. So if the quarterback had pulled the ball and had decided to throw this, and this was beyond the line of scrimmage, would we have been able to notice that player, excuse me. So here's another one again. So the quarterback pulls this, and then this is a very quick pass. It appears that all linemen are legally behind the expanded neutral zone, so we're okay there. And so now, as a wing and a back judge, we need to be able to quickly transition to see if there's any action against our receiver. There isn't in this case, but again, this is a very quick play. I'll run it again, as you can see here. Quarterback is making a very quick decision, and now we have to as well. So again, if there's a quick decision, we have to be able to swivel our head and make sure that we're picking up here. This is going to be a quick pass. And it appears there may be some illegal contact against the receiver, potentially pass interference. This is bang bang. This is really hard to officiate. We're not here to say whether or not this was or wasn't, but just an example of a very quick decision by the quarterback to pull the ball and a quick throw, and puts us in a difficult position. This is one here as well, which appears to be an RPO, and it's not always that the pass is going to go beyond the line of scrimmage. So we're going to get a play here where it appears that this is an RPO play, but we're going to get a pass that's behind the line of scrimmage. So we have that fake handoff, and now we have the pass here. And we'll notice that we have these two linemen more than 2 yards downfield. So this is important here for our wings to be able to pick up on this, not leave the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a clip from last year, so we're not going to worry about the H drifting downfield. This year, we'd ask for them to stay on that and then be able to punch forward, because this is a pass caught behind the line of scrimmage, which makes the action here by these linemen downfield legal. So always important to punch. And then we're going to look at one more clip here. This is also from last year, and this is a clip that we used a lot in the mechanics committee. And we're going to notice here where this is an extreme RPO. We're going to get the quarterback keeper, and he's going to look to run, but then he's going to throw it at the last minute. So this shows why it's important for wings to stay on the line of scrimmage. Again, this is from last year, so pardon the mechanic by the wing up here. But you notice here that the quarterback, the 20, the big line, is our line of scrimmage. They're going to pass here. It appears to be legal. And the wing's punching backwards here. Now, this does appear to be a forward pass. So in this year's mechanics, we would not punch at all. This is just simply a forward pass. So with that in mind, as a back judge and as a wing, this could be a very difficult play, because we're going to get a forward pass, and we have at least one receiver blocking downfield here. So we should have probably a foul for offensive pass interference on a play like this. So that's RPO in a quick tip for this week. Good luck with your games, and please let the rules and mechanics community know if you have any questions.